The chairman and chief executive officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, has disclosed that the agency will celebrate 2024 International Day Against Drug and Illicit Trafficking with a week-long activities in conjunction with the other stakeholders like United Nations Office on Drug and Crime. Speaking at a press conference to kickstart the celebration, General Marwa recalled that War Against Drug Cartel, launched in 2021, has yielded results as several barons got life imprisonment, with many properties and proceeds of the drug forfeited to the federal government. General Marwa, who was represented by the agency secretary at the press conference, Mr. Shadrach Haruna, further disclosed that drug demand reduction is the effort of the agency as the flagship program War Against Drug Abuse WADA, organized by the NDLEA to prevent actions against drug abuse, has been a tremendous success as an effective tool of advocacy for social action.
Firstly, our flagship WADA program, which is War Against Drug Abuse, a whole society approach to preventive action against drug abuse, will be 3 years old on June 26, 2024, having been launched on the World Drug Day 2021. I am proud to tell you that the program has been a tremendous success as an effective tool of advocacy for social action and as an awareness-driven vehicle for public engagement and collaboration against illicit trafficking and drug abuse. That our offensive action against drug cartels and traffickers, launched in January 2021, has to date continued to yield the desired result with the arrest and prosecutions of several barons. As you are all aware, 2 serial traffickers got life imprisonment in court in April. Our prosecution efforts have continued to achieve successes in courts, given the painstaking investigations and diligence in the prosecution of cases. Our watertight case preparations are unassailable. This has been further strengthened with a forfeiture regime with the passage of Proceeds of Crime Act. Apart from conviction, the assets of the convicts used as instrumentality of the crime or the proceeds derived from the crime will be forfeited to the federal government. Indeed, the civil action in rem could be maintained against assets reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime, in which case the burden of proving the illicit origin of the asset to be on the defendant who claims ownership of the asset. This diligent and painstaking preparation of investigation and prosecution explain the success of high conviction rates the agency has achieved thus far. At this junction, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to express our profound gratitude to the federal and state governments that have supported us in various ways in our onslaught against drug traffickers. The UNODC have been a strong support in this fight, as well as our foreign partners, including the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, INL, the British Border Force, National Crime Agency of the United Kingdom, as well as our national stakeholders like the Nigerian Armed Forces, the Customs, Police, Immigration, NAFDAC, National Financial Intelligence Unit, NACA, Federal Road Safety Corps, and Civil Defense, among others. And importantly, our media friends.
However, United Nations Office on Drug and Crime Country Deputy Representative Mr. Danilo Campisil called on government at all levels and other stakeholders in Nigeria to invest in drug use preventive measures to avoid 40% rise in the population of drug users in the country, especially among the youth population.
We know from the 2019 National Drug Use Survey for Nigeria that the youth prevalence of drug use in Nigeria is considerably high. The survey estimated drug use prevalence in Nigeria at 14.4%, which was at the time 3 times above the global prevalence of drug use, and indicated that the drug use was most prevalent among young people between the age of 25 and 39 years. And this is not surprising, considering that Nigeria has a largely youthful population. Further projections show that by 2030, there will be a 40% increase in the use of drugs in Africa, based on the population of young people. And this is extremely concerning if we consider that 2030 is only 6 years away. We're all familiar with the saying, prevention is better than cure. And considering the data and projection, it has become even more critical for Nigeria to invest heavily in drug use preventive measures.
So we align with the theme for this year's World Drug Day, and we're keeping to our usual tradition of week-long activities in commemoration of the International Day. To this end, the week officially kicks off today with a press conference, which is what we're currently doing. On Friday, June 21st, we will observe a Jumat service at the National Mosque in Abuja to commemorate the World Drug Day. On Saturday, June 22nd, our usual work against drugs in collaboration with MTN and other stakeholders will be staged from the old parade ground as a takeoff point by 7 a.m. to Gariki Market. On Sunday, June 23, we'll have a Thanksgiving church service at the National Christian Center, that is the Ecumenical Center, by 10 a.m. On Monday, June 24th, we'll be having a grand finale of our secondary school essay competition. The NDLEA essay competition is a nationwide contest conducted among secondary schools with the entries whittled down to the final seats. That same day, Monday 24th, is marked as NGO Day when our partners will have their activities. The following day, Tuesday 25th, we'll be in markets and parks in the Federal Capital Territory Area Councils for a program for out-of-school youth. Finally, on Wednesday, June 26th, the World Drug Day commemoration event will be held at the State House Conference Center, beginning at 9 a.m., where all stakeholders will gather to formally unveil the new global policy direction for tackling illicit drug problems.
Gbemiga Olamikon, GTV Africa.